Hello, my magical gangsters. We're going to do something different today. So the gangster magician has conversed with the algorithm. The algorithm is telling me that it would like me to be more specific on certain things. It doesn't know how to recommend me correctly. It's saying it's putting me. I'm all over the place. It's saying that's why a lot of the stuff is like just not getting shown. So I looked into this. So I somehow found luck in divining it, so we should see an uptick. But what it is I have to be, I guess, more tarot specific in certain situations. So from now on, I'm going to do things differently. Like my format's going to be different. So I'll start with one deck, and then it's going to be done in 4 piles. So it will be like, fire, earth, air, and water. And I'm going to do whatever energy you feel, the best. Like it's basically like pick a pile type situation. And I'm going to go through that. So then what I'll do is I'll finish and do it the way I usually do it, because the algorithm's saying that I'm too all over the place. So yeah, I have to more or less, make more organization to it. So now we're going to have we're a little bit more organized. So we'll just start it with that. So I'll do like the first pile, fire. That's what I'll end up doing. So I'm going to use the one deck. All right. And I'm going to use, get 5 cards per. And I'm going to do a 5-card reading per each one. I'm going to see how this goes. It's something new. And it gives you the opportunity to pick a pile. So I don't know if you can really even see or where I'm headed with this, but just go with it, please, and thank you. I gotta do something here. I gotta do something to get these views up, because I'm gonna have to cut off like the stupid shit now. It's like basically like I try to do that, like my little intro, but now it's like I think that because they said that if you don't get it right at the beginning, you lose people. So people might not even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just some jerk off throwing a fucking thing, throwing the thing up in the air. So a lot of people just probably go past that. And that hurts me bad on there. So that's why we're doing something new here. Okay, so just if you see me doing new things, just say, Gangsta Magician he's trying new things. He's not scared to try new things. So why don't we get started? I'm gonna do fire, earth, wood, or air, water. So the first pile is going to be fire. The second pile is going to be earth. The third pile is going to be, air. And the fourth one's going to be water. Okay, so these are going to be the predominant energies of, like, say, for instance, like in my birth chart, or you could just go by whatever it is, but my birth chart, I have a lot of air and water. That's just all it is. So if I was to do the water and the air, I would be interested in both of those. You know what I mean? So it ain't like it's just the one. It's just, and then you also factor in your moon, and you can factor in your rising. And if you need help with that kind of stuff and you want questions, ask me about it. I don't mind. I mean, simple stuff. Don't ask me ridiculous stuff, but simple things that maybe you might want help, especially like when it comes to astrology, like especially with the elements, because that does mean a lot. Like these birth charts really do tell the story here. They really do, and it's just like, but people don't really know how to read it, and that's what benefited me. By me learning to read my birth chart, I was like, whoa, pretty awesome. You know what I mean? I got a lot of things that are very rare. And I maybe, one day I'll go over it. I don't know. I mean, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, I'm a sun sign Cancer. All right, I'll tell you then. I'm a sun sign Cancer. I'm a Libra moon, Aquarius rising. I have Venus and Venus and Mercury both in Gemini. I got Uranus and Neptune both in Sagittarius. They're both across from each other, so they're in opposition. I have my sun sign in the 5th house, and that's like all about self and presenting yourself, and then everything with the eighth house. I got a 4-planet stellium in there. That's crazy. That's where I got all my eighth house powers from. Is from all that, especially because I have the particular one. But I don't. This is not about that. All right. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off. But I don't. But there's going to be a different type of situation. So let's just go. We're gonna get going. Don't forget, I used to do the birth chart things. I used to say stuff like, "Oh, I'll do this." This is like there's been a lot of evolution to the Gangster Magician. All right, and that's what it's going to keep going. We're going to keep, keep evolution going here. These people, they're trying to stop it. They want to slow us down. They don't want us to, what's the word? Evolute. I don't know. It's like not evolute. It's evolute. I don't know. Because I know it's evolution, but I'm trying to say like the verb from like, is it evolute? We evolute? Like, no, I don't think that sounds right. So elevate? I don't know. So what's going to happen here? Is what I'm going to start dealing these cards out. It's basically I'm going to deal them like the four, the four whatever it is. Like basically like a poker game is the way I'm going to deal them out. And then when I pick them up, the way I look at them is going to be if they're up, if they're going to be down, if they're going to be reversed, if they're going to be regular, and then I'm going to put the story together with those 5 cards. All right. I mean, I never tried this before. This is all right off the top, so let's go with it. Why don't we? All right. So I'm gonna right now deal these cards out. Oh yes, let me deal them out. Like I'm not used to doing it this way. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got these 4 piles here. So, you pick whatever you want to pick here because look, Ace of Swords, you got the mental clarity to do what you got to do here. So we're going to be a little bit more clear on the situation. We're going to get more into like what it is. Like, it's going to be, and then I'll do a main collective reading at the end. So it's like after this, I'll do it the old way with the other cards. But first, I'll do these first ones. I'm going to do the first of 5 cards. I'm going to pick up. It's going to be the fire sign, and then I'm going to go with those first 5 cards. So this is anybody who's identifying fire. Is anybody's in that type of fiery mood, Aries energy, Mars energy, Leo, Sagittarius, anything along those lines. If you have a lot of fire in your chart, this is for you, okay? So let's see. I'm going to pick them up, and then the way I look at them is how they are. All right, so I have in my hands, I have the Moon in reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, 8 of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse. So, not the sexiest read, okay? Not at all. Not the sexiest at all. All right, so let's put these down so I can look at them, and then I could go a little bit better with what we're working with. So you have an Emperor in reverse here. Okay, that, seems 8 of Cups seems to be looking, getting left behind. I mean, they're all 9 of Swords, all up in their bed here. They're anxious and depressed. They don't know what to do. The illusions here, they've been shattered. I mean, this Page of Wands energy shows, like, they don't have any energy here. This person's, like, completely, up shit's creek right now. But the illusions about how everything is with you have shattered. So it's like, what else can we do in this situation? What else is there to know about this? So what you fire signs, what you're basically getting is that you have an Emperor in reverse here who is getting left behind. They're very anxious and depressed over this whole situation. They don't know what to do because they're anxiety, worry. They may be experiencing intense anxiety and worry, possibly related to a past trauma or unresolved issue. They know the end's coming for them. We release anxiety and embrace peace. Okay, because these illusions, they're being shattered. There's no confusion here anymore that this Emperor in reverse, this person was doing everything. This is the head of the snake. I mean, this person now, you have no energy. They're completely, they're all over the place. I mean, they're being seen as an Eight of Cups. So this is a person that's trying their best to keep you stuck. They want to slow you down, but at the end of the day, it's not possible. So this is Emperor. So this is like the worst of the worst. So you have like you're dealing with the worst of the worst, but whatever the illusions this person created, they've been shattered. Okay, that's why they're Nine of Swords in their bed, anxious and depressed. That's why they have no energy, and that's why Eight of Cups, they're getting left behind. So there you go. That's five. The 5 cards. How we're looking at it here. That's what I'm getting out of those 5 cards. So why don't we do the next, which will be the Earth. So this will be Earth. So actually, let's look at the thing. I want to see, because I did say fire, so it will say the I like to see what we're on the card, because it does say the elements here. So this one says air, the moon, water, Emperor, fire. So that's, goes with it good then. Page of Wands, fire, Eight of Cups, water. All right, so 2 out of 5 got fire here. So, but like people, this energy is also, you have a little bit of a mixture. It's not, you're not all fire. You do have, other stuff. So remember, we're going to put these together now. All right, and then I'm going to go do the Earth part of it. So we have an Emperor in reverse that's going down quickly here, okay, being abandoned because they couldn't cut the mustard. They just needed your energy. They can't get your energy anymore. That's the point. All right, so now with this Earth signs, we're going to see what we have here. This Earth sign, I have a King of Cups, first card, Lovers, 2 of Swords, Judgment in reverse, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so you got a King of Cups with Lover's energy. That's nice. This Earth sign person, but then you have this 2 of Swords here, and Judgment in reverse, and then the 8 of Pentacles. So you have a little bit going on here. Earth signs, it seems that you have this, King of Cups here. They seem very in a loving mood here. Okay, their emotional balance and control. You are in control of your emotions and are able to navigate difficult situations with grace and wisdom. So you have a very controlled person here. I lead with emotional intelligence and compassion. It has to be your counterpart. Wouldn't you conquer? I always say that. I mean, there's a lot of love here. Somebody, the Lover's energy is here. I mean, finding harmony and balance between opposites. I mean, this King of Cups could just be your opposite, just your other half. You may be faced with a choice that requires you to listen to your heart. Like, you got to maybe listen to your heart over your head on certain ones, but, I mean, you already know how to protect yourself. You're already protected, so you don't really have to worry about anything. With this King of Cups, though, does have a lot of love here. But then you have this 2 of Swords, okay, and this Judgment in reverse. So that's telling me somebody's trying to avoid judgment here. So I don't think this King of Cups, I think maybe they don't want to be judged here. This Earth sign King of Cups. Seems like they don't want to be judged. They want to avoid judgment. All right, they want to, they don't want to face these difficult choices. They have some self-doubt here. I mean, they are, give them a break, really, because they didn't have to go through it with you. They're still facing the unknown here. So, but here's you sitting over here, and your 8 of Pentacles, just sharpening your skill, mastering your craft, being the best version of yourself. I mean, it's that simple. Mastery and skill building. You're dedicating yourself to honing your craft and becoming an expert in your field. So that makes sense if you're as an Earth sign, because Earth characters are very organized in ways. See, I have not one Earth in my chart, so this wouldn't be for me. This could be maybe like, your counterpart could be Earth, but that's the same thing. It's like whatever it is, whatever the dominant energy in this Earth is, because I don't have any Earth, so that would make sense that there's a King of Cups and there, some of it fits, but I would look at it and I'd be like, well, this fire one, we don't alert thing right in the middle of my video. There's an alert. What does that say? Flash flood to come in. I'm still here. I don't know if the thing did, if it, did how that, whatever. But, this is fire and earth. I barely have any fire or earth. All I have is fire is in Sagittarius. I have Uranus and Neptune both in Sagittarius, and that's it. In fire. And I have no earth. Besides like Chiron and Lilith. They're both on earth signs, but I don't count them. So, whatever. Now, yeah, somebody's trying to avoid judgment here. They don't want to face this. Maybe they might have a lack of... This doesn't have to be your counterpart. This could be the person that's around them, that's with them, the person that's trying to replace you. They don't want to be judged. Because, this shoddy workmanship they hear. You're the one who's showing the real quality. Okay. So let's get into this. This is the air signs. It could be anything along those lines. You could have it as your rising, your moon, your sun sign. You could have it in Venus, It's just whatever you got. Whatever you got is good with us. All right. So this is more I would relate with this one. So here we got the Chariot in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords. So, ew, that's all I got to say about that. Ew. All right, so this ends, but you 6 of Swords leaving this all behind. I mean, this is really what happens here. Transition, progress. You are moving away from difficult situation and towards a more positive and peaceful future. I mean, yes, you are, because look, you have this 8 of Swords here. Somebody's stuck. They can't stop you. Whatever they said about you is just not true, and you just are like, go fuck yourself. We don't care what you say, we're leaving. So this is what's making it. They need you to care. Limitation and restriction. They may feel trapped by self-imposed limitations or by external circumstances. There's always a way out, though. So this could be your counterparts feeling saying they're stuck, but they're scared. They're here with love, though, in this King of Cups. So the earth part of it, and the earthly matter, you have a King of Cups here. That's the lover's energy. Wants to avoid judgment, but here now with earth, you have this 8 of Swords. You have to break free from these limiting beliefs if you feel like you feel that way. Maybe you're stuck. I don't know, but you can't be stuck, all right? Because these people took everything from you. All right? They wanted to stop everything with this Chariot in reverse. They wanted to slow you down. They wanted to oppose you. They wanted to, oppress you. They were forceful. They were, these people, they were never in control. They thought they were in control, but now this is an obstruction, whatever this was. They are not flowing here. It's just complete chaos. Things are not, they don't have your energy, that's why. All right, so that's telling me that your energy is back here, all right, because 4 of Cups, you're rejecting. You're rejecting whatever this is. You haven't got no time, 6 of Swords. You're leaving this all behind. Discontentment and apathy. You may be feeling unfulfilled or bored with your current situation or in need of a change. I open myself to new opportunities. So somebody's getting rejected. You're rejecting something and leaving behind. Okay? And, now we have this 3 of Cups in reverse here. So that would tell me that you're leaving behind whatever this bullshit is, this overindulgent situation, whatever this scandal, whatever this, isolation, whatever this was, this imbalanced social life, you're leaving this all behind. Your 4 of Cups, you're rejecting whatever doesn't serve your highest good because you know your worth, okay? Nobody's going to slow you down. Doesn't matter with this Chariot in reverse. They're going to get ran over. Just get in line or get ran over. Okay, and then if they don't get run over, they're going to get stuck. Okay, so they can't get to you anyway because 6 of Swords, here you go. You said, see you later. I'm out of here. So right now we got you as the air signs, pile 3, as leaving this all behind. While, earth sign pile 2, you got a King of Cups here that, very in lover's energy, but they want to avoid judgment here. While you're over here in this, 8 of Pentacles, sharpening your skill, mastering your craft. It's the earth sign. And then we got here with your, fire sign, you got this Emperor. Oh, yeah, I'll look at the other thing. We got this Emperor in reverse here who's, they're being abandoned. They're getting left behind. They have no energy here. That's why 9 of Swords are anxious and depressed. The illusions are being shattered. And when illusions are shattered about you, it went back to them. Now they're being seen as exactly what they said you are. So let me see what we have air sign wise here. So this is air. Okay, so 6 of Swords is air. Swords is air. 8 of Swords, air. The Chariot, water. 4 of Cups, water. And, well, 3 of, I already know what the other, but it's like whatever. So I just like to see the bottoms of them. Jupiter and Gemini, it says Mercury and Aquarius. I don't know if that means anything. This is Cancer, so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go that route with whatever it says on the card. I don't know. It doesn't really make a difference because, this King of Cups is all water. But then you have this Lover's energy with this air. So, all right. So let's do the last one, the fourth one. This would be the, and I'm going to deliver more on this. Like, I'm still going to do the other deck and all that stuff, and then we'll figure out which one of these stories, who's got the dominant energy here. So it's basically like you're picking a pile, pick a car, pick a pile, whatever. This is what the algorithm told me to do here. So whatever. All right, so now we know what you're dealing with here, water sign. So you got a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you got an Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands in reverse, and the Hierophant here. So this 9 of Wands in reverse clearly goes with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So whoever this is somebody who is not brave and courageous like you. Whatever little thing they're going through right now, they're making a big stink about this. They're making it big. They're coming off like a real fucking, real tight ass here. Like this person, they're giving up. They want to give up. They don't want to do this no more. Because they're looking jealous, insecure. They made it like you were like this. Like you couldn't take care of yourself. This person can't take. This person's a scammer. They're a scammer. And you, 3 of Wands, are clearly building something here. Okay? They were trying to take your work. They were trying to take your energy. But the Hierophant says, no. They see what you're building. They see you're the real one here. And that's why you have an Ace of Cups here. So you have a relationship. Something's coming here. This is... always Ace of Cups comes up a lot for this water sign. That's big with the water element too. I open my heart to love. I am ready for progress and growth. This 3 of Wands. So this could be like, the both. It's like I look at this as a twin flame situation because then you both become the best versions of yourself. Progress and expansion. Your hard work is paying off. This is all paying off because that's why the Hierophant's here, because they see your progress and they know what you're all about. Seeking guidance and wisdom from a higher power or authority figure. You may be called to follow tradition or establish rule. Somebody is watching you. You or whatever it is. A business, anybody, they know what you do. They see you. You've been observed. Okay, so people know you're not whatever these people say you are. I honor my spiritual path and tradition. You always have. You always will. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they didn't have that type of, they thought they could just come in here, take whatever this is from you. But now they're being seen as a real fucking smack ass, a real strapper, this fucking person. So that's what we got going for the water signs. Alright, so I'm going to do one more recap of what this is because it makes it a little bit easier. So basically this Queen of Pentacles reverse, whoever thought they were going to come here and replace you, they're clearly not going to be, they're clearly unable because the counterparts clearly has this love, or this earth sign, whatever this is, they clearly have love here for you. They just don't know how to get through this yet, so they're just trying to avoid being judged. They don't want to be judged. Alright, earth sign, but you're just mastering your craft here. I don't know, you're just doing your thing. Like you're not really looking back, you're not even looking at what's going on with this earth sign. You're just like whatever. And then with this air sign here, you got the 6 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Chariot in reverse, 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups in reverse. That's a really ugly spread. But it tells me that, but you're still leaving that all behind. So you're leaving behind. You're not being stuck. You're not stuck anymore. They can't slow you down. They can't keep you stuck. Whatever doesn't serve your highest good for is Cups. You're rejecting. Okay, there's 3 of Cups in reverse. You're not going to be isolated. You're not alone. You don't give a fuck. They thought that you were going to go like off the deep end into this depressed state of mind where you were never going to get better. All right, but that's just not what's happening here. Especially now with this earth sign, with this King of Cups, and now you got this Emperor in reverse, whoever, they were trying to turn this King of Cups into one of them, okay? One of them. So it was basically like this person, like, wanted to turn this person, but it's like, that's not going to work. They didn't factor in the fact that this person, originally, their default is a King of Cups. So yes, you can make them mean and do whatever they did to you for a little bit, but they're only could do that. They don't want to do that. And this Emperor now is reversed. They know it's all finished because they need it. That's the only thing that keeps them any power. That's how they siphon the energy. And now they're realizing that they're not going to be able to do this now. And that's, what's going on with the fire signs. So all together, you put that together, so that's what happens. A lot going on for each person. Put it where you want. But just those cards, that's what came out. So now I'm going to do my regular little thing. My other little shit where I just go blah, blah, blah. Because it was saying that, it wants me to talk about on the thumbnails, put the fire, whatever. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I don't know how I even got in a conversation with this thing. It's actually crazy. Analyzed everything. It's like a human or something. It's like a real thing, the algorithm. It's like, I don't know, it's fucking crazy. It's very fair. They're very fair, the algorithm, though. They are. They're fair. They give you opportunities. Alright, so what do we got here? What are we working with? What is, never curse the algorithm. Always just wait your turn. That's what algorithm, they'll get to you, they said. That's what they said. All right, so why don't we go a little bit deeper here? We'll see what's happening. We already know, whatever that little thing. I don't know how much you like that part of it. Tell me what you think. If you don't like it, that's fine. I don't know how crazy I am about it yet. I think I might have to do something different along those lines. I might have to just do like a do 5 cards. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Do 5 cards next time, and then it'll be like 1 card will be like the main one. I'll have more organization when it comes to that, and I'll talk about like what you're currently dealing with, and through like what else, what's your, but I already said that. What the fuck? Really, how much more can I explain this shit? I think that's 5 cards. You get a good gist of what's happening right this second. This is right now. All right, this is what is going on right now. All right, so what is in the energy now? Let's see. So you see, there was nothing really great about it. There was nothing that was I didn't say anything that was crazy good, and it's different when I could do 5 cards. It's different. It's like you get what you get. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. But these ones, I could just do way more detailed and turn it in our favor. But I feel like I'm being long-winded today. But I'm just trying new things. That's all. You're supposed to be patient with me. You're supposed to say, oh, well, I gotta subscribe to this guy. I gotta like his stuff. I gotta share his thing. I gotta help this guy. He wants to help people here. We could tell he ain't asking us for nothing. He don't want nothing. What's he want? Nothing. Never asked nobody for nothing. Nothing. Okay? Like Yukon Cornelius says in Rudolph, he says nothing when he's like licking it. I don't know why I thought that was funny. All right, why don't we get going here? See what we're working with, and we'll go from there. Let's go back to the gangster magician way of doing things. All right, so are you satisfied, algorithm? Are you satisfied? Okay, because they have to understand. Because if they're looking at my videos, they're like, all right, they see me doing the tarot, but then they also are seeing like this, like gangster type mentality, and then they're, putting it to like a motivational situation. So it's like there's all these different things, so it's all confused. Like, where do we put them at? Do we put them in the tarot? Do we put them in the motivation? Do we put them in this like gangsters thing, or do we put them in this like crazy? Like what do we like? They don't know. So I'm making it very clear to the algorithm that I'm here to do astrology type situations. Okay, we know about the birth chart, we know about the elements, and that was the way it was. Okay, so push the video, please. Please and thank you, algorithm. Mr. and Mrs. Algorithm, I know who you are. You're something special. Thanks. Thanks for all you do. Remember, I'm one of the good guys. Okay, so what do we got? What are we working with? Please and thank you. What is in the energy here, God? Please and thank you for my divine collective. The ones who've seen it all, they've done it all, they've been through it all. You know the ones, our favorite. This is, as a whole, because we are one collective energy. So there's certain energies that are more into the earthly part of it. There's more that are in the, there's more, less like the gangster magician type. But there's still a lot of like regular good people that are part of the energy. It's just mine is a little bit more, it's like turned up 10. You know what I mean? Like this is not, I don't, I act like this, but I also know I'm also very grounded in reality. And it's very easy to lose touch with reality, especially when you're able to, be a magical gangster. I mean, people are not usually, don't know of anything about how to do stuff like this. So the fact that we have some magical, powers, a lot of times people want to abuse that, but you're going to be the one who keeps that good. You know how to handle this. All right, so let's get going, please and thank you. All right, so here we go, right off the bat. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So that was there. We saw that with the water sign. Okay, the water signs were dealing with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and now here they are. So this is going to surround this person. This is who was trying to replace you. It's whoever came after you, whoever was, it was like, this person interfered somehow or another, or they came after you. I don't know where this person came from, but they're trying to outdo you, okay? Because your counterpart's sad without you, and this person's trying to make it, cloak themselves in your energy, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And it's not working anymore. It may have worked for a little bit, but not this time, it's not. They lack financial independence here. There's work conflict with this person. Whatever they said they were doing, they're not getting what they thought they were getting out of this. They have a lot of money problems. They've been stealing. Borrowing, they said. They're borrowing. But this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Wands, didn't realize that you were going to be this brave and courageous. They didn't think you were going to come back this way. They thought if you did come back, you would come back like a nut, that they would easily be able to dismiss you. That's preposterous. How dare you junkie, or something. Like I could see this person calling you a junkie or something. Like I don't know why, it just sounds like this person's a real fucking asshole. This person reminds me of a mixture. If it was like a guy or something, because it's like a mixture of like Chris Christie and Mark Ruffalo or something. I don't know why, if it's like a guy person. Like that's the way I think when I'm looking at this Queen of Pentacles reverse. Like a real fucking jerk off that makes himself out to be like a good person. This is what this is. This is 100% what this is. Chris Christie, Mark Ruffalo combination. That's what that fat fuck is. So look at this. So this fucking Queen of Pentacles reverse, this is in this water sign's energy. This fucking fat fraud. So what do we got here? You're too brave for them though. Water signs, too brave. So we know you got this Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. So what else are we working with? What else do we got? Ooh. All right, so now there's a Four of Cups in reverse here, though. So somebody's not rejected anymore. Okay, somebody has a desire to reconcile. The sudden awareness, they want to choose happiness, acceptance, retreat, withdrawal, checking in for realignment. Somebody's trying to get away from this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This person is clearly they're making whoever sick. And this person is trying to say that you're making them sick, that you're the person who's making them sick, that you're doing something. But this person is only showing how fucking obsessed they are with you. They think they're going to get you in trouble. People are like, are you serious? You've been watching? How the fuck do you even know who this guy is? So watch, this person, they shouldn't even know. You shouldn't even, I don't even know. A lot of you might not even know who this person is. You may have never met this person. With somebody who came after you. I mean, a lot of people could have been, somebody could have interfered directly. There's a lot of different things. But it's that person. Or that energy, at least. But somebody doesn't want to deal with this because this is what, this is what this person showed what they are. Because when things got tough. When things get tough, okay? And that's why Five of Pentacles, they're headed to this, some poverty here. This Queen of Pentacles. This is what they wished on you. They thought that this was never going to come back to them. Okay, whatever they, pushed upon you, it may have landed a little bit, but you're back now. You're getting up. Okay, remember we're all on different timelines too. So it's my job to get your vibration higher, to keep going, to keep us going. Okay, to keep us going. That's how the better you get, the better I get, okay? Remember, it's like we're crabs in a bucket. Instead of holding each other down, we're actually climbing each other, over each other, and we're all helping each other back. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how things are going. So a lot of this stuff is like, yeah, you could be going through it, you could just be over it, you could be, it's just so, but you're always going to get to this point, all right? You're always going to get to the point of not giving a fuck. I mean, telling you, trust me when I tell you. And that's when, like, you know, all this things goes to shit. But that's when you come into alignment with yourself. Like, you got to really, you know, take this seriously. Like, you can't worry about what these people are doing. Like, that's what they need you to do. But the fact that you don't care and you're clearing your energy and you're, you know, taking this seriously is why. If you don't take this seriously, it's never going to work. Okay, but I mean, I understand. There's been a time that I didn't take this seriously. So I get it. You know what I mean? So it's what it is. You have to do whatever feels good is what, or whatever feels right to you is what I suggest to do. Never listen to somebody. I'm never going to tell you what to do. If it don't feel right, I ain't going to tell you. I'll give you an advice, but that's all I can do for you. All right, so what else we got? Somebody's doesn't suddenly where they want to choose happiness. Okay, because look, there's a 7 of Swords here now. All right, so there's a betrayal here. This Queen of Pentacles, I mean, of course. I mean, it says, I can't read this. It says, you're sneaking around and you think you've gotten away with, all right, let me see. See? Well, blooper. All right, so it says 7 of Swords. You're sneaking around and you think you're gotten away with it. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse. See, now we can tell a little story with these. That's why I thought that too. One misstep and you're going to be caught. That's where this Queen of Pentacles is. One misstep and they're going to be caught. All right. This was it worth it? Okay, the upright 7 of Swords may also be indicating that you need to prioritize. Find shortcuts to get through responsibilities and efficiently get more off your plate so you can focus on the bigger picture. It's like, we already, you know, got past this. We're done with this. No more. We don't have time for this. All right, because remember, look, the Hierophant's here. The Hierophant was here, you know, earlier. I believe that was in the water signs. Yeah, it was in the water signs. Yeah, because this is exactly what it was. Because I mean, this is what the Queen of Pentacles in reverse now. So somehow or another, you being institutionally supported is helping people see that you're the one who's building something here. So they feel like this is, you know, the water sign might be the dominant energy here. I guess it makes sense considering the gangsta magician's water sign. It makes sense, right? So what else do we got? All right, so now there's a 6 of Pentacles in reverse here. So this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they're being seen as somebody who likes to steal. All right, there's a lot of unpaid debts with this person. It's one side of charity. This person said they had a lot of money coming in. So they borrowed a lot of money, they did a lot of loans, they did a lot of stuff, and now it's all backfiring. Now they're being seen as somebody who never gave a fuck in the first place. They ruined all this person's money now. They're being seen as a thief. Like, you would have never did this. They tried to say you were like this. They showed exactly what they are now. There's no money here. The 6 of Pentacles, they wanted power and domination. This is completely unfair. What they did to you was completely unfair. But listen, it made you the best you can be, so it don't make a difference. You're like, whatever. Who gives a fuck? You know, 7 of Pentacles, you had a long-term view. You worked hard. You never gave up. You know, I mean, it hurt, but you said you knew that there's still a bigger picture for you, okay? Because you knew that this wouldn't just be for all for nothing. You're smart enough to see that. Whatever this is, you somehow or another, you know, gain some type of trust somehow. So what else do we need to know? All right, so there's a 5 of Wands in reverse now. So that's telling me that somebody wants to, you know, they want to avoid or end conflict with you. They're going to respect differences. They want to agree to disagree. Okay, so they suddenly, where they want to choose happiness. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse being seen with the 7 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who's stolen, that's betraying this person. I mean, stealing is betraying, right? Taking money without asking or whatever this person did. I mean, this person is, like, it could be an addict. This person could be a drunk. This could be just somebody who does a lot of black magic. This is just not a good person. This person presents themselves like they're a fucking champ, though. Like an all-star parent. They're not, okay? Because here's the thing, you have an emperor here, and you having this emperor means that you're going to be an empress, because that's what you're gonna attract. This person could never be an empress. I mean, all the stuff you went through, you never acted like this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You were never self-centered like this. You were never jealous. You were never devious. You never showed any deceit. You weren't fearful like this person. You showed that you're a real man, real woman by what you went through. You know, you endured things that most people can't endure. And, you know, your counterpart's seen that. So like I said, these people put you on display to be seen. You're very attractive. This person, like I said, is like probably a mixture of Chris Christie and Mark Ruffalo. A fucking real jerk off this person is. Okay, that's what they probably look like, and they probably fucking act like. Both. Alright, so what else do we got? What else? Alright, so there's a Three of Swords here. So now this Queen of Pentacles versus they're heartbroken. They did a lot of bad stuff to people. They never gave a fuck how those people felt. Okay, but now they're heartbroken. They know what it feels like now. It's never easy to hear at the moment, but grief and heartbreak can be defining and character building. I mean, breakdowns lead to breakthroughs. So this could maybe, you know, help this person heal a little or something. This suffering you're experiencing is meant to make you stronger. Rather than focusing on the past, focus on what's about ahead. Dust yourself off and keep on going. We tell this fucking strapper. Okay, like, fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? You're not going to get, you have to go through now what you've been through. All right, hopefully you learn your lesson. That's all we have to say. Because Four of Swords, we're going to go rest and relax. We're just calling our energy back. You can't get to us. You're not going to come around us. This Queen of Pentacles reverse energy is not going to, they won't survive around us. That energy can't even get to you. You're so far ahead of that. They're heartbroken now. It's just you're pulling your counterpart up now. Away from this nonsense. Okay, because look, you have the Seven of Pentacles here. I mean, you had a long-term view. You were hardworking. I mean, you understand the value of hard work and investing towards long-term goals. You're not interested in quick wins. That's what it's telling me here. You're not. You went the long way on this one. You went the road less traveled. The Seven of Pentacles is telling you to look at the bigger picture. You may be frustrated that some things are taking too long to come to fruition. Your efforts will not go unrewarded, but you must remain patient. That's really what it comes down to. People, oh, when's this going to happen? When's this going to end? It's going to end when you don't ask about it. When you're just like, whatever, I'm done with this. Like, this is, whatever it is, I'm going to just, all you have to do is keep being the best version of yourself. The more you show love to yourself, the better you and both your counterpart get. But if you sit there and you beat yourself up, your counterpart's going to not, you know, they're going to beat themselves up and they're going to indulge. They're not going to want to feel this way. You know, you're shared energy. And that's if you're a twin flame, okay? You gotta remember that, okay? I gotta keep your twin flame. You will know who your twin flame is, okay? But your twin flame will never actually hurt you, okay? They will never actually physically hurt you. So a karmic soulmate will, but not a twin flame. You may have had some issues with this person, but there was never any type of bad, and nothing really was bad. It was just more like people bad-mouthing you, saying crazy shit about you, and making this person walk away from you, like make you like, but you never had any type of, that'd be like a twin flame, but somebody you're like married to or whatever that hits you or this, that's not a twin flame. Okay, that's not how it goes. It's not that chaotic energy that these people try to make it out. It's not. Yes, it is very triggering. So yes, it can make people act completely out of character because of the love they're feeling that they never felt before. It's a very lucky feeling to get that way, and that's always happening with somebody that it's like by chance meeting or something, and then, you know, then you just take a real liking to each other, and then things start to move a little bit, and then somebody comes in and fucks it up for you. That's basically what will happen, and then the separation happens. You know what I mean? So that's why you can't fault the person, because it's like, this is how they got rid of all this energy. They're telling me, they're saying right now, they said that you knew what this was. We were communicating the five, because you're with your counterpart in five. They were saying this is the only way we were able to get to this. It's the only way we could trick them. We had to trick them with their own tricks. Makes sense. Okay, and that's why, look, there's an Ace of Cups here. So I saw that earlier. So we know that's coming. I think that was in the Earth sign, or no, was it one of them? I think somebody was getting an Ace of Cups. That water too now. All right, so what else do we got? What else are we working with? That's a poor, that is flash flood. I did get flash flood warning. Remember that. You heard it. You heard it. So, this Queen of Pentacles reversed, they're heartbroken. You have the Seven of Pentacles, this long-term view. Somebody suddenly, where they want to choose happiness after the Seven of Swords is betrayal because this person is a thief. They're all about money. They don't care about love. Okay, and now somebody wants to compromise. They want to agree to disagree. They're hoping that you could, see past this. But this person, I think they want to avoid judgment though. That's the only thing. This person, your counterpart, has to take the judgment. What they did, they got to face the music. They got to face the fact that you're the star of the show. They're not going to come in here calling the shots, okay? You will, okay? And you're not even like that. So it's like, you're not going to treat this person. That's what they're fucking scared of. They think that you're going to fucking mistreat them and like yell at them or like, it's like, that's not even going to happen. It's just like, okay, we get it. Just don't do it again. Well, you can't even get to us anyway. Your counterpart can't even get to you unless they're fucking healed anyway. So it's not going to matter. And if you're healed. So you really have to work hard. You have to get to that point where, you're willing to do the right thing no matter what, no matter who's looking, no matter what the situation is. I mean, a lot of people do the right thing when people are looking. This Queen of Pentacles, for example, they're the ones who will do things when everybody's looking. They'll put it all over fucking Facebook. But you'll be the type of person who will just do things and never say nothing about it. Don't matter, because the eye in the sky sees this. God sees all this. These people don't believe in God. They only believe in the devil. But you're the star here. You're the star seed. You're showing them who's who here. Alright, now, you being the star brings the Tower of Terror here. So the Tower of Terror is full effect for this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They did this to themselves. Massive groundbreaking change is happening now or very soon for this person. Change this large can often strike fear, but real growth often happens outside of your comfort zone. So this is why your counterpart really is so, it's tough for them to go through that. But it's more or less this Queen of Pentacles in reverse is going to be the one. They're going to maybe hurt for a little bit, but when the smoke clears, this person will be being seen as the real villain here. It's not going to work for what they said because you have this Ace of Pentacles, because you're getting your opportunity. You had a long-term view. People are they want to be around people that have long-term views. Work hard. Take this stuff seriously. You're not. This person's a fucking joker. This is like I said, it's a strapper. So, is there anything else we need to know? I don't know how much you enjoyed this or what you're getting out of this, but I'll do better. Okay, because look, the Six of Cups is here, so people are nostalgic towards you. So now I could tell me there's Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody suddenly they want to choose happiness. Now they're thinking back, wow, what the fuck? I lost this person in this, for this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, or somebody said that this was the right one. They're actually thinking about all the people around them that suggested this person over you. You may be reminiscing about your childhood or thinking about someone from your past. This is a card of children. It can represent working with adolescents, simplicity, playfulness, innocence, protection, and family. Take the support available from family and close friends. If somebody comes in doing the right way, we'll deal with you. But if not, we don't want to hear it. We're going to catch you anyway, okay? Because whatever illusions these people created about you don't matter no more. They're shattered. We saw that. The Emperor in reverse, shattered. They're completely heartbroken here. Anything else? All right, and now you have this Ace of Wands here. So you're still having this urge to create, saying, stop questioning yourself and jump right into that creative project you've been dreaming about. Okay, this card is your signal to act now, even if you feel you're not ready. Okay, when are you going to be? When you're ready. Okay, see, like Gangster Magician. We'll just know when to do things, okay? You're not going, this is how you are. You don't have to plan. There's no plan here. Even if you feel, you would never be able to plan this way, the plan to come out this way. Even if you feel you're not ready, you need action to grow. It's okay. Opportunities are opening for you shortly, but don't let them slip by. Don't, if you see something you want, that's would be good for you, go get it. Don't feel like somebody's going to stop you. Because remember, Eight of Pentacles, you're mastering your creative, you're sharpening your skill. Why would you pass up on something? Especially when you have this long-term view. I mean, I'm not saying do anything crazy, but You know what to do. Your intuition is going to tell you. But this Queen of Pentacles reverse, this person that thought they were going to replace you, destiny swap, they're in the Tower of Terror for this betrayal. They're heartbroken, Three of Swords. They're a thief, Six of Pentacles in reverse. They thought they were going to take your destiny, this person. Ain't that something? Anything else we need to know? What's going to be the end with this? Okay, is that you, Seven of Wands, are in complete control of this situation. Not only Ace of Wands, you have an urge to create, but you have new project, inspiration. Okay, you're just special. You're struggling on your journey, but you may have just reached important milestone. Okay, like I said, we all could be struggling. Somebody could be in complete control, but this is where it's getting to. This is where you're going. You reached an important milestone, but naysayers are trying to knock you back or causing you to prove yourself. Hold your ground no matter what, because you know you've got this. Don't dare let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay, that's what this is telling you. So don't tell yourself anything otherwise, because you're in control of this situation. They can't do nothing to you. They want you to question yourself. They want you to think you're crazy. You're not crazy. Just keep going with your intuition. If it don't feel right, it's not right. Because that's why there's Three of Wands is here. Just keep building what you're building. You're blooming. You're becoming better and better and better. You're learning. You know what you want to do. You have that special, like, you have that it factor. So is there anything else we need to know? I mean, we know you're in complete control. We know these people are heartbroken, though. Heartbroken. Completely heartbroken over this. Okay, because look, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Because they're being seen for this thief. They are. This person, they want the breadcrumb. They want the greedy. This is self-centered, overspending. It goes right with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now they're in a tower because nothing's coming out. The money's not there anymore. They have no access. And then this is lover's energy here. So this King of Cups is going back to their lover's energy. Okay, they're going back to their default. Just like you're a Queen of Cups, you'll go back to your default. This person will too. Especially if you keep getting better. This person's not going to be around this much longer. They don't want to deal with this. This person's a thief. Like, it's all about money with this person. And then they it's just, what they did was so terrible. Alright, and look, Two of Pentacles. And the reason why it's all going in your favor now is because you were able to adapt. You were flexible. Okay, you were adaptable, you're balanced, you're managing project and time well, finding what you're navigating through your responsibilities with carefully plotted ease. You are certainly busy. However, so be sure to take the time to breathe and keep a tidy schedule to avoid losing your balance. Don't overdo it. I mean, we know you can handle, you have a lot of hats, you can handle a lot of different hats, but there's no reason to do it all when people are there to help you. Okay, because the devil wants you to think that way. The devil wants you to think you have to do everything, that you can't trust nobody. You can trust people, okay? People like me, you can trust. Nobody's gonna hurt you, okay? You know now. You know who's who. These people they're in disarray. They can't hide this no more. Nobody like this can even get around you anyway. This is just like a chaos, whatever this is, and you're just elevating. You are whatever this is, ascending here. So what's going to be the end? I'm going to call this. It's over now. Alright, so there's this Two of Swords in reverse. They can't avoid this any longer. This is what it is. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They cannot avoid the fact of what's going on here. This tower. They're trying to act like everything's okay. It's not okay. They're not having a good time. Ace of Swords. People clearly see what the fuck they are. They whatever show they put on, whatever charade, it's over. They look sick now. And then you're over here looking your best. It's like, that makes sense to these people. It's like, so that's how people know you're the real one. So what else do we need to know? Anything else? Okay, bang! Yes, there you go. There's another one here for you. Ace of Swords. Okay, so people clearly see what's going on here with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This person thought they were going to come in, replace you. This person's a destiny swapper. This person's being seen for their betrayal. They're being seen as a thief. They're going through the Tower of Terror here. The upright positioning of this Ace of Swords is a clear sign of encouragement. You're open to embracing new ideas, so jump freely at the next opportunity with open arms. There you go. Keep company with those that offer you inspiration and channel your energy into something that makes your heart happy. And that's what you're doing. That's why you're in control of this, because you're not paying attention to what these other people are doing. You are just worried about what it comes down with you. Okay, you're worried about you. You know it's all about you. And it's going to stay that way. You're too flexible. You're too adaptable. They cannot stop you. Okay, you know who can't stop you? This devil, that's who. You know he couldn't stop you. He tried. Bang, we gave him an open hand smack. We kicked him in his ass, and we chased him the fuck out of town. See you later, devil, Queen of Pentacles reverse. See ya. Hit the road, Jack, okay? We're all going to be chanting it on the way out. We're going to be singing, hit the road, Jack, to this person. Fucking idiot, jerk.